Hey, what's going on, everyone? 6 positions down. We're moving on to the 7th one into the center field ranking human tier lists. Do this every year, every position. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on it. Let's get in the video. Per normal, we got our 6-tier system: elite, great, good, mid, meh, and AAA. And unlike last week, this week we are using real pictures of the actual players. Starting with Cody Bellinger, who I think at this point is just as good. I'm going to be honest, center field is kind of not a very deep position in general. I'm going to have a lot of guys who float towards mid, and I remember that from doing the top. I ranked every player at every position on a spreadsheet at one point. Bellinger is good. Coming over to the Yankees now, he's going to slot in center field, allow Judge to move to right, which just helps him to stay healthy, hopefully more. Ceddanne Rafaela, I think he might be like a little overhyped. Very valuable player, racks up WAR, like good athlete, young. The hit tool wasn't just wasn't really there. He's locked up for a long time too. I think for a center fielder, he might lean good, but honestly, I'm going to bank on some improvement. I'll put him in good, but he's floating toward mid. Dalton Varsho is better defensively in right field. Everyone says like his defense carries him. Well, he gets a lot of his defensive WAR from right field, and he's just a power bat. That's really about it. Like, he doesn't really walk a ton even. I don't love Dalton Varsho as a player, but for a center fielder, I guess he can go in good. Johnny DeLuca is another guy who's like, he's just a kind of a good athlete, and he's going to be fine in center field, but I'll put him in meh. Cedric Mullins has kind of just turned into like league average hitter at best at this point, and like plays really good defense, like makes incredible plays more rather than like consistency, but just a very good asset to have in center field. He's getting older, like he's older than Rafaela, that type of thing. I'm going to make a change. I'm putting Mullins in mid, and I'm putting Varsho in mid as well. Byron Buxton could stay healthy. I mean, who knows how well he'd do over 162, because we just really haven't seen it. Since I've been watching baseball like full time, like I've never seen a full season from Byron Buxton. Good, I guess. Like, he can be good. Another one where it's just like the upside is obviously there, but boy, oh boy, Luis Robert was bad last year. Granted, on the worst team that we've ever seen of all time, but still, I'm only going to put him in good. Like, he had such a putrid year last year, it didn't even make sense. I think Parker Meadows has promise. Swings like a lot, especially down out of the zone. He can be good. I'm just going to put him in mid for now. Kyle Isbell, on the other hand, like, not really. I don't really like Kyle Isbell's play very much at all, but I guess it's kind of comparable to these guys. I don't know. That feels weird. I'm putting him in meh. It doesn't feel right. I think Lane Thomas could be so awesome, and he's shown stints of being really, really good. I'd rather him be playing a corner, but oh well, I guess. Power, speed, combo, I think it goes in good. It didn't really work out with Cleveland last year. Hopefully he gets something better this year. Julio, man, like his numbers ended up being fine last year, but man, got to get off to some kind of better start soon, sometime. I'm going to put him in great. Like, I seriously have some concerns about Julio. Evan Carter can go in good as well. I mean, we saw the end of his first year where he came in at the end of the year, and then the World Series run, fantastic. Last year he was hurt, and when he wasn't hurt, he just wasn't very good. So I'm going to put him in good. I think that he's going to be just fine. JJ Bleday, dude, low-key had like a nice year last year and was a doubles machine. He is showing me something, and if he does that again, boy oh boy. Jake Myers is just kind of mid. I don't really know how else to put it. Joe Adell, we get like stints of like, wow, this is what we saw all along, and then not very good. At this point, I don't know how many more chances the Angels are going to give him. I think my conclusion was that Michael Harris is the best center fielder in ball, and he was hurt last year, and then when he wasn't hurt, like it took him a while to get his power back. I expect him to be absolutely phenomenal this year. So Kepler gets signed by the Phillies, and Marsh is going to be moving into center. Rojas won't really be playing, hopefully at least. Marsh is a good defensive center fielder. He's above average, I'd say. And the hit tool can play, like serious opposite field power. He walks a bit, strikes out a lot too, though. I think he's good. Jose Siri, he plays really good defense, and he's got power potential, I guess. We saw it a couple years ago. I'll put him in mid. I don't think he's really the same as these guys. Jacob Young, like, weirdly, just like a really good athlete, and like he looks like he's strong. He doesn't really hit, but like his number, it doesn't make sense, I know, but his hitting numbers are good enough to the point where like that's a super valuable player. I am going to put him in good. So Derek Hill somehow finds his way into the Marlins center fielder job. That's unbelievable to me. Not good, like, at all. Like, his career numbers are horrible. There's a reason he's bounced around. O'Neal Cruz is starting to put it together. I think this needs to be the year where he's fully healthy and where he puts like consistent numbers together, because we know he can hit the ball hard. He moved to center field now, and hopefully he stays more healthy. Pete Crow, like, he racks up WAR, but like the hitting numbers aren't really there. It's another guy where he's productive, he's valuable, but I don't know if he's as productive right now as Jacob Young is, because Jacob Young gets on base a little bit better. Dude, low-key Garrett Mitchell was nice last year. When he was healthy, granted. I'd put him in good just because, like, it was a smaller sample, but, like, he has the potential to be a dog. TJ Friedl's probably the most, like, interesting one because 2023 he was so good, and then he got hurt and just wasn't good last year. And that was kind of a one-off year, so I'm going to put him in mid. He could definitely make his way up again, though. Victor Scott might be the fastest guy in baseball, but he just doesn't really do anything else. And, like, his glove was, like, he made a lot of mistakes last year. I'm going to put him in meh. Sure. Jackson Merrill is going to go into elite, dude. Like, he's the second best center fielder in baseball. You can debate a wall. And he, like, plays it like he's playing shortstop. It's pretty funny. I don't know. I expect him to be the second best. I expect him to be better than Julio for sure. So Jung-Ho Lee was, like, really promising coming into last year. He was kind of supposed to be the Giants guy. Big free agent sign. He started out the year, like, kind of rocky. Like, he never really got his OPS above 700, and then he got hurt. I don't know what to make of him. I'm just going to put him in mid. I think he can be very valuable for that team, especially now they have, like, Willie in the fold. Tommy Edman got an extension for a reason, dude, and I'm going to put him in good. Dodgers see something, that's scary, and he can play shortstop too. Like, that's a very valuable baseball player. I'm putting Brenton Doyle in great. Weird player, really good defense, has power, kind of put it together last year. I really like Brenton Doyle, like, a lot, and he's a tier above these guys. And Jake McCarthy nearly was. He put together like a real hitting season last year, and he's always going to be fast. I remember I watched his debut. He was against the Phillies. But, like, he hit last year, and that kind of says something. He might just kind of be gross. That is the tier list, center fielders. If you enjoyed, remember to leave a like as well as subscribe. Truly appreciate you guys all being here. Remember to make it a great day every day. God bless. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.